Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another week of TWF action, the fallout from the second Super Show. A lot happened. Mainly all the titles were successfully defended. The TWF Championship was defended twice, with Superfly fighting off both Goldberg and Ted DiBiase all on the same night. Impressive stuff. Do watch the video if you can. Cheap beer. So, as for tonight though, we've got the fallout, and we're going to start off straight away with some big fun stuff. Just trying to find, that's the one to use, so let's switch that. There you go. So the very first match is going to be Tori versus Joy Giovanni. Joy Giovanni. Let's change it to that as we're on a different day. All the settings are fine and dandy. Let's get this match started. So yes, and we'll talk a bit more about last week and this week. We've got a fun show coming up, know that much. Let's put my earphones on there so I can hear everything properly. So here comes Tori, member of D-Generation X, not having the best time of things at the minute. D-Generation X with the Age Outlaws not doing a great deal either. And Joy Giovanni, like some of the other women, these ladies both lost out in their Battle Royal matches to go through to the championship match over at Crown Glory. A while ago now, can't believe it. Earl Hebner's kicking things off. So speaking of the women's title, last week we saw a draw with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. So I don't know what's going to go on with that. Who knows what could go on with that? Quite frankly, it could all change things quite sufficiently. Who knows? But all I know is that things aren't going on, and yes, you can hear. That's alright. I was just checking you can hear the audio alright, because I am known to accidentally mute it every now and then. So on paper then, Joy versus Tori. On paper, Tori should win this easily. I kind of hope she does, and I hope she does it quickly, because I don't envisage this one to be a good match. But who knows? We could be mistaken. Tori with a solid punch there. I was saying earlier that DX didn't have the best match record. New Age Outlaws are struggling quite a fair bit in the tag team division. They are towards the lower end of the scale. They are fighting tonight though. They are taking on the APA. So we shall see how that goes on. You know, maybe they'll be able to get a big W for them and put them back into title contention. So yes, after the whole draw between Sasha Banks and the boss and the man, Sasha Banks and the man, Becky Lynch. After that draw, you got to think that Sasha Banks has got to be wanting a rematch, and quite rightly too, because nobody came out on top on that one. Draws are always a bit finicky like that. As Tori slamming Joy into the top turnbuckle there. That's a vicious move for a woman. But you know what? Tori is a tough woman. Kind of moves that DX use. But Joy's able to reverse that suplex, which sends Tori to the outside near the announcers. Tori whipping Joy to the ropes, and that's a big body drop right there. A couple of missed moves. These two aren't really connecting that well. However, Joy reversed that and had a punch for her. Reversed the Irish whip and had a solid punch to knock her to the floor. Oh, but look at that stalling suplex. The strength being shown off by Tori right there. She goes in for the pin. Only gets a 1 count though. Joy being able to kick out. This match is a normal singles match, so it is scheduled for 20 minutes. Whether or not we'll get that, who knows. And Tori missed with that massive lariat there. That could have taken the head off of Joy if it connected. Thought we were going to see another standing suplex, but Joy reversed it to another suplex of her own, sending Tori to the outside. I do get the feeling though that Joy is suffering quite a fair bit already. Tori's gone in for the pin. Has she got it this time? No, but she has got a 2nd count this time. Joy needs to pull something out of the bag really. As Tori's whipped to the ropes and Joy not really doing anything to take advantage and take opportunity of the situation. Interesting situation there. Joy doesn't seem to be really putting in her all. Snapmare from Tori. And that's a headlock with a punch there. Old style manoeuvre. And that front falling suplex from Tori. We're just coming up to the halfway point in the match. And that ground and pound though from Joy, that was a nice bit of work from Joy there. And again Tori misses with that lariat.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, that was a dirty shot. Low blows hurt, regardless whether you're male or female, let me tell you that. A couple more matches we've got tonight. We've also got the return of Owen Hart taking on Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, back in action. Then we've also got another tag match with Strikeforce making return after last week. Sadly, they lost their first ever tag match last week. Young and Vader turning out to be really connecting well on the page there. They'll be taking on the Bushwhackers, long-term established tag team, so we'll see who comes out on top on that one. As Tori goes for the backside pin. And she close, very close, nearly got the 3rd count there on Joy. We've also got 2 more matches tonight. That's Doink versus George the Animal Steele returning. And our main event match, and it is a main event this time, the return of Apollo Crews as he takes on Kurt Angle. As Joy goes in for her first pin attempt, but only gets 1 on Tori. So we've got some cracking matches right now. Joy looks absolutely shattered. Oh, well, that's another low blow for Joy. Quite ruthless with her tactics right now. But a power slam. Can she capitalise on this? Oh no. I thought Tori was going to be able to get a pin. Oh, and another low shot there. Joy seems to be stepping up her game now though. Even if it is a bit of dirty tactics being used. Oh, but what's Tori got right here? Oh, that looks like it was a painful move, but Joy got up. And that open-handed slap. And the headlock again, with the punch. Joy is really suffering right now. And that high rake. Joy is using every single move out of the bad guy handbook right now. Oh, the tree of woe for Tori. Oh, Did she just punch her down below? She seems to be focusing attacks on Tori's down below, her down under. Oh, that looks like Joy is completely out of energy though. Oh, but Tori wasn't able to make a move though. Whoa, what a... Wow, Joy seems to be in her head right now. Is she playing possum when she's acting like she's absolutely knackered? Oh, and another power slam. Can Tori get a pin? We're coming close to the end of the match though. Oh, look at that eye poke. And another low shot. Where? This Tori, I wonder if losing her first bout has really just snapped something in Joy Giovanni. Tori with that big backdrop and the ground and pound. See, it's funny because Joy looks absolutely shattered, Tori doesn't, and yet Tori seems to have taken quite a lot of punishment from Joy. And another power slam. Tori showing off there. She needs to capitalise on this and get the pin. There's only 1 minute left. That's the big clothesline. And a sleeper. Is she going to tap? She's tapped. Joy is tapped. We get a winner at long last. Tori wins the match against Joy with a submission. That sleeper hold. 80% match. Told you it wouldn't be a good match. But thankfully we had a winner in Tori. Blimey. What a match to start us off with. And I'm getting a lot of activity from the parking lot. Have we got a camera down there? We need to try and get a camera down there. Yep, a camera. A camera is there right now. Let's switch over now live. That's Guy Fieri. That's the APA. Why is Guy on the floor? The APA, have they been absolutely... The APA have been kicking shit out of a Guy Fieri. If you pardon my French. Why? The APA are performing tonight. Why would they go after referee Guy Fieri? What's Guy Fieri done to the APA? That makes no sense. Absolutely random. You know what? Let's try and get set up with our next match. What is our next match? Our next match is going to be Owen Hart versus Paul Orndorff. As soon as I can find Paul Orndorff, then I will select him. It's not that. But yeah, what's happened to make the APA do that? That's really odd. Really odd. Let's get this second match started. Here comes Owen Hart to the ring. The Rocket, Owen Hart, has had a bit of a difficult time himself in the contest. I'm not entirely sure if he's actually won a match yet. I don't think he has. He might have drawn a match, honestly. Don't think he's had the best luck. And Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff last faced Kurt Angle and tied Kurt Angle. I think both of these men desperately need a big W, just to at least put them further up the table. Earl Hebner sticking around to officiate in this match, as Mr. Wonderful takes the early blows and the early pace of the match. But let's talk more about what we've just seen. We've seen the APA gang up on Guy Fieri and kick 10 shades of poop out of him. Why? I mean, Guy Fieri, he's only officiated matches for Ted DiBiase, so why are the APA going after them? As Paul Orndorff, they're reversing a head slam and giving Owen Hart a head slam into the top turnbuckle there. What we have right now, we could have a very technical wrestling match. Obviously, we've got the Hart lineage and their technical prowess, and the veteran stylings of Orndorff. You don't get the nickname Mr. Wonderful by being mediocre. And look at those punches to the abdomen of Owen Hart. Nice European uppercut there. And he's working on the legs. And a scoop slam. It's very to and fro still at the minute. Very to and fro. But we could have a very good match on this one, so we'll keep a close eye. The APA are actually performing tonight as Owen Hart puts a sharpshooter on Paul Orndorff. He's able to break free though. As I was saying, the APA have a tag match against the New Age Outlaws tonight, so we'll try and see if we can get a word with them backstage and see what's going on. It'd be interesting to see what's going on exactly with them. As Paul Orndorff still stomping, taking control of the match. Is Owen Hart going to be able to do anything about that? Nice body drop there. As I was saying, these two have both had not really successful matches in the TWF so far. They're desperate to make a name for themselves. There's that running elbow drop there from Owen Hart. It's still very to and fro this match. No one seems to be coming around top with a big spinning kick there from Owen Hart. Got to put a lot of dedication into that one to make sure that move works. And what a suplex! That's a lovely belly-to-belly suplex right there from Owen Hart. And again with that spinning kick. Owen seems to be, seems to be building a bit of pace before Mr. Wonderful stops that. And again with those punches to the abdomen. Oh, but a DDT! What a DDT from Owen Hart. If he keeps up with that kind of activity, we're going to see some colour. And that colour is going to be red. Mr. Wonderful taking command though. Oh, that was a harsh punch to the back of the head there. And a standard suplex. Classic veteran ability right there. Oh, but a lovely fisherman suplex there. And another DDT from Owen Hart. He's trying to make sure that Paul Orndorff is clear from the ropes, but he's not able to capitalise on that move. Mr. Wonderful goes up top. Oh, driving that knee. That flying knee into the ribs of Owen Hart. Oh, and a pile driver. Orndorff goes for the pin. Has he finished it? No, he hasn't. Owen Hart kicks out after two. After that pile driver, I thought that was Owen Hart done.
10 minutes gone.
And they were taking a bit of a respite as we reached the halfway point in the match. And another one of those suplexes. Owen Hart's hyping up. we're going to see another of those spinning kicks. And an enziguri for good measure. Is he going to capitalise? Is he going to go for a pin? No, he's going to do a leg drop though. And another belly-to-belly suplex. And he's got the sharpshooter locked in the middle of the ring. Paul Orndorff is trying to get to the ropes there, but is able to break out in the end. And those hammer blows to the back of Owen Hart. Oh, the tree of woe time for Paul Orndorff. Those stumps to the abdomen. And we've got a to and fro. Who's going to come out in this? And a big drop kick. Mr. Wonderful comes out on top. We're going to see another power driver. Power driver number 2. But Owen Hart gets up. Snap suplex. Owen Hart on top. Elbow drop. Connected. That was a big move. And misses with that drop kick though. As he throws Orndorff to the outside. Oh, and what a big flying move right there. Jumping over the top rope. I tell you, every single move hurts on the outside here. Whoa, underhook suplex. And a drop kick to the back. And a sharp kick to the outside. Paul Orndorff has to break out. There's no rope breaks on the outside. Oh, and we've got a big suplex though from Mr. Wonderful to Owen Hart. And a hard scoop slam. Oh, and Orndorff reversed again that suplex. All these moves are taking a toll on the wrestlers right now. They both come back in the ring though. You can't win the match on the outside. You can only win it in the ring. And another big DDT. More of a desperation maneuver right there though. Owen Hart up top. Elbow drop. Didn't connect. It didn't connect. Orndorff moved just in the nick of time. Comes back with that suplex. Is he going to capitalise? He's going to hit that suplex once more. Is he going to go for the pin? No, he's not. And Owen Hart, that was a move in desperation there with that suplex. Paul Orndorff should have gone for that pin. And another belly-to-belly suplex, but Orndorff gets up immediately. Double under suplex again. And both wrestlers really are battered as we're coming now close to the closing minutes of the match. We've got a few minutes left on the clock. Are we going to get a winner, or is this going to go to a tie? Oh, and a reverse elbow from Orndorff. And Orndorff with the German suplex pin. This has got to be it, surely. That's it. Paul Orndorff beats Owen Hart. What a match. That's a big win for Paul Orndorff right there. "100% match evaluation." That was a perfect match apparently. And you know what? It was definitely very good. I did enjoy that. Two good wrestlers. Can't help but feel that win really did make a difference for Paul Orndorff. That's definitely going to affect his standings in the league, which we'll see later on. But for right now, we are going to take a quick commercial break. I say commercial break, there are no commercials. So, get yourself a drink. My camera shuts off just in the nick of time as well. Get yourself a drink. We'll be right back in a few short minutes. We are back. How are you doing? Have you got another drink? I'm still working on my crap beer. Cheapo. Right. We're about to go backstage as Mean Gene. No, not Mean Gene, he's not there at all. But you know who is backstage? Strike Force. Let's see what they've got to say, especially after last week. I can't believe we lost last week. I thought we were going to win. I thought we were so close. I gotta blame myself. I feel that I brought us both down. Rick, it's not all about you. We're a tag team. We're both to blame. But now we've got another chance tonight. This time against the Bushwhackers. We have to win this match. Are you in? Are you going to do this? Do you have the heart? Are you going to do this? I suppose. Arriba! Say it. Arriba! Arriba! Good, good. Let's do this. They're hyped. They're hyped. And they're going to make their way to the ring right now. So let's transfer back to the game. There we go. They are taking on the Bushwhackers. We're about to get this match started. Let's ring that bell. Here they are, Strike Force. If you missed last week, they had the first ever singles match taking on the tag team of Eric Young and Vader. And sadly, Eric Young and Vader got the win, got the big W. And I think everyone was quite upset. Everyone was expecting Strike Force to come out on top. Tito Santana and Rick Martel. But here are the Bushwhackers, Bushwhacker Luke and Bushwhacker Butch. A veteran tag team. Now last week, Eric Young and Vader tagged together for their first time. They seem to hit it off quite well, honestly. But this is the first time that Strike Force really has a competition as a tag team, taking on the Bushwhackers. They've been tagging together for quite a long time now, so this is going to really show off their capabilities. As we've got Butch in the ring along with Tito Santana. Tito Santana, of course, going for the pin straight away there, getting nothing. As Butch tags in Luke. Or is it the other way around? I always forget with Bushwhackers. I think Butch has just been tagged in. I think Luke's the other one. I think that's Luke there, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. They both look the same. Rick Martel tagged in, though. He's had the worst luck in TWF. He's not won a single match right now. He is pretty much ranked bottom along with Viscera. Whereas Tito has won a match. He beat Vader a few weeks ago. As the Bushwhackers, I think that's Luke. Rick Martel comes out on top, but is not able to capitalise from that to and fro. Wow, what a big move. See, the Bushwhackers have been tagging for years. This is Strike Force's first proper tag team test. A lot of people saying it was a fluke that Eric Young and Vader won last week as a result of two powerhouses such as Eric Young and Vader. Whoa, double team though. That double clothesline. Oh, but look at that arm stretch, the arm bar from Rick Martel. Thankfully that double team didn't really have an effect. And a leg lock. Single leg lock. And Tito's now in the ring, seeing if he can do much. He can reverse that move. And a better to and fro this time. Who's going to come out on top in this exchange? Tito came out on top, but like Martel, wasn't able to capitalise on it. Oh, and a big lariat. But he's safe in Bushwhacker country there. In the corner. And they're tagged in. Oh, and a hard scoops them to send him to the outside. And Bushwhackers were both going to take part in that. Tito clever enough to get back in the ring. It's safer in there. Even if it is the wrong side of the ring. Tito's going back to tag in Rick Martel and does so. And a nice double drop kick from Strikeforce. And another one. Another double team move. Again, the double clotheslines like what they just saw with the Bushwhackers earlier. Oh, but that hard scoop slam. Oh, he's gone for the pin. Ooh. He got one count on Rick Martel. Rick Martel lost again. That's not going to help his career any little bit right now. Strikeforce needs all the help that they can get. Oh, I thought that was a sidewalk slam, but it was actually a rib breaker. Or back breaker, depending on your point of view. Oh, but look at that double team. All tag team members are in the ring right now, and Bushwhackers are just totally dominating right now. Oh, we've got a pin, though, from Tito. No, the Bushwhackers kicked out after one. Thought Tito was going to steal it for a second there. Tito's going up top. That elbow drop. It doesn't look like he got all of it, though. And a solid punch to the gut. Is he biting? Or kissing Tito? Either way, it's going to have an effect on you, I tell you that. And there's that double clothesline again from Strikeforce this time. Tito's gone for the roll-up, but he's no longer the legal man. It's Martel. And Martel trying to take advantage. Oh, but he does reverse the double team. I think Martel briefly lost awareness of who was valid. And again with that kiss or a bite. It's disgusting, especially in this period. Oh, Rick Martel's been cut open from that. Rick Martel has a red face right now. I think it's blood rather than sheer embarrassment, though. And he got that gut-wrenching suplex. Oh, but a solid. We've got a to and fro. Who's going to come out on this top? And Martel again comes out on top. And he gets to the Strikeforce corner to tag in Tito. And that's a solid punch. Tito's got strength. He's hyped up. He's gone up top for an elbow drop, which does connect. And Luke with that big move right there. He goes for the pin. Just gets the one count though. And he tags Butch in. Oh, and there, nice little bit of reversals there. And a single leg lock on the outside. Butch is not in a good place. Oh, that inverted atomic drop though. I don't think Tito was in a good place when he landed that. I think Rick Martel has finally lost patience and decided he wants some action. Oh, that was a big lariat. It's all going on right now. We've got mayhem breaking out. It doesn't look good for Strikeforce, I'll tell you that much. But we've got a chin break from Rick Martel. As Tito Santander seems to be taking... Oh no, they got gut-wrenching suplex. As soon as It's all going on. So much action, it's hard to take it all in. We've got both members of Strikeforce in the ring. Wow, he runs into that lariat. Butch is the legal man, and he tags in Luke. We've got a double team with those lariats again. Both members of Strikeforce are down. And that big lariat again. A jumping clothesline. Nearly takes his head off. There's that backbreaker again. And a chin breaker for Martel. And the Boston Crab. Oh, it looked like we were trying to get an interference there, but I think the Bushwhacker made it to the ropes. Luke's picked up there. Rick Martel. Wow, what a severe headbutt right there. Now tag team matches last for 45 minutes game time. That chin breaker. Last 45 minutes game time. We're just coming up to the 20-minute mark. Just in case you wonder if it's going on for longer than the normal previous matches. But the Bushwhackers look to be in control of this match. Strikeforce. Whoa, we've got that mounted punches. And Butch sending Tito to the opposite corner now. And that back of the elbow to the back of the head of Tito. And that strong clothesline. See, the problem is if Tito tags in Rick, trio row, Tito tags in Rick. Rick's just as bad as Tito right now. They're both exhausted. I think that's why Tito hasn't tagged in Rick. He knows that he's suffering right now. Oh man, everyone's down on the floor. Malfunction at the junction. It's that backbreaker from Tito. And I've just realised game sounds are off. Whoops. There we go. You can hear now. It's a miracle. Just in time, possibly, for the Bushwhackers to win this match. But who knows, maybe Strikeforce is going to be able to pull something out of the bag. Maybe they've got a bit of something special up their sleeves. Look at that, though. He's not capitalising, though. He needs to go for the pin. And that hard scoop slam from Luke. And he tags in Butch with that double clothesline. And Butch goes for the pin. Oh, it was close. That was a close one. If it wasn't for Tito kicking out there. Tito breaking up the pin, I mean. And Butch just dealing with Tito with those gut-wrenching moves. The gut busters. But if you ask me, the Bushwhackers had that. That was a 3 count. Tito saved the match for Strikeforce. Inverted atomic drop. And we've got Martel with the backslide pin. And Luke rightly intervenes again. Turnabout's fair play after all. But I think that could have been another 3 count. And we've got that armbar. But Butch does make it to the ropes. Tito's tagged in. And Luke's tagged in. Double clothesline on Strikeforce. And that mounted punches again. The Bushwhackers are definite. The Bushwhackers, not the Bushwhackers. The Bushwhackers seem to be the dominant force in this match. And that big suplex to the outside. Butch goes out to say hello to Tito and introduces him to the barrier. And Luke just completely dispatches Rick Martel there to the floor. This is not looking good on Strikeforce. I say that, Martel's got that armbar locked in. Oh, you know what? Strikeforce may just do this. If they can capitalise on that. Martel's tagged in. Butch is tagged in. We've got all change. Oh, and that backbreaker from Martel to Butch. Butch comes back with that clothesline. Martel is still bleeding all over the place though. Sooner or later that blood loss is going to take effect in this match. Oh, but he's got that armbar. As Tito comes out to meet Luke. And he hits a power driver. God, that's got to hurt. German suplex. But it was too close to the ropes. Double underhook suplex. Butch is down. I thought Rick was going to steal it then. And that gut-wrenching knee there. Martel is not in a good place to... Oh, armbar. And Bushwhackers tapped out. Butch tapped out. Rick Martel got the win. Strikeforce got the win. Fabulous. Just making a note of that in the official logs. Strikeforce getting the win with a Wacky Gatame. Apparently armbar, it looks to me. 94%. That was a very good match. They are going to be celebrating tonight with Strikeforce getting their first proper W. And that's got to show their perseverance right there. I'll tell you what, I did think for quite a while I thought that the Bushwhackers were going to win that match. But I'm quite happy to see Strikeforce getting the W. It's good to see that. But right now I'm hearing that backstage we've got Mean Gene. And he's got the Acolytes with him, the APA. Mean Gene, over to you. Thank you, Colonel. You join me now as I've got the Acolytes by my side, the APA. Gentlemen, we've seen you already here tonight, and you seem to have attacked Guy Fieri. Would you like to explain why you did that? It's okay, Farouk, I'll deal with this. It's nothing personal, okay? It's purely business. We got money. We were paid to do a job. We did a job. That's all we gotta say on the matter. So who employed you? If you were given money, who employed you to do the hit? Can't say that. That's going to affect our business. And right now we need all the business because we haven't had a successful season as a tag team right now. And we're going to go up against the New Age Outlaws shortly. So we need all the money we can get. So we're not going to tattle on anyone. But this is an advertisement. If anyone does want anyone else beating up, just give the APA a call. We offer very good rates. Isn't that right, Farouk? Damn! Thank you very much, gentlemen. Colonel, it's over to you. Did we just see an advert? So, as Bradshaw was saying there, the APA, mercenaries for hire. So they didn't do this personally. They didn't attack Guy Fieri personally, but they did attack him for someone. And you gotta wonder who. Who could have the money to attack Guy Fieri? You ask me, this stinks of Ted DiBiase. It's got his name all over it. But you know what? It's time to get back to the event. Because right now we need to fix up that tag match, which will see the APA take on the New Age Outlaws. So there is Jesse James, the Road Dogg. And let's put him alongside his partner, Mr. Ass. And of course they are taking on the APA, Bradshaw, who sounded a bit different. Didn't sound like what he normally sounds like, did it? And Ron Simmons, Farouk. Okay. Everything's all set. Still 45 minutes. Everything is good to go. Let's get this match started. So here are the New Age Outlaws. Ding ding ding. That's what's missing really. Only I'm not going to do that. Oh, you didn't know. Spank. Are you ready? That's the closest that you're going to get. And here are the APA. Available for hire to beat people up if you have the right money. So yes, let's talk more about that. So obviously they were hired, they didn't want to tell who, but someone had to have money to take out Guy Fieri. So Ted DiBiase has money. Why would he want to take out Guy Fieri? Well, last week Guy Fieri was the referee in his match and he didn't win the title. I think he rather expected Guy Fieri to help out his friend. After all, he did introduce him to the TWF. He did get him his job here. So maybe Ted DiBiase isn't that a fan of Guy Fieri now? Who knows? Of course, this is mere speculation. Might not have been Ted DiBiase to pay for the hit. It was totally Ted DiBiase who paid for the hit though, really. Come on, let's face it. Right. As we've got in the ring now, the Acolytes. Farouk going for the pin on Mr. Ass Billy Gunn. And Farouk with that diving headbutt. Cheap beer starting to have an effect on me. So like the previous tag team match, this is also 45 minutes long, so it's going to be slightly longer than normal. But who knows? One of these teams might actually cause a bit of an upset. Now both of these teams haven't had the best luck in the tag division. And they could both do with the big W. As Aubrey Edwards, they were going in for the pin, but it was far too early. Jesse James was able to kick out. And the APA with that double suplex, which sends Jesse James to the outside. Uh-oh. He's in the bad spot right there. Oh, but he's able to defend off the Acolytes for now. Bradshaw with a chair, though. Oh, he's not able to use it. Road Dogg needs to get in the ring. He needs to get out of the way before the Acolytes can do another hit on him. On the outside. Oh no! That spike powerbomb to the outside. I wonder if that's what they did to Guy Fieri. And another spike powerbomb. I think Billy Gunn's seen enough though.
5 minutes gone.
Bradshaw goes in. Everyone's in the ring right now, but Billy Gunn, I think he wanted to get involved, but I think he was put off from actually getting anywhere close. Oh, what's this now? Oh, he's calling for help there. Bit of an illegal move. Oh, but that was a strong DDT. Bit of a desperation DDT, if you ask me. And Billy Gunn's tagged in. But we've got a double suplex on Billy Gunn. As this, Jesse James were about to lock in that single leg Boston Crab, as Bradshaw pretty much stopped that instantly. Tell you what, maybe that little bit of money has put a bit of adrenaline in the APA. But yeah, D-Generation X are not having a good time in this TWF. Nice leg drop. And a diving headbutt once again. And that's a nice rib breaker. Billy Gunn goes in for the pin and only gets a 1 count though. Farouk with that savage headbutt. And I think he was going to do another running move, but stopped as Billy Gunn was getting up. Billy Gunn reversed that suplex into one of his own and tags in Jesse James. Nice double drop kick, but Jesse James really is still suffering from those effects of those power bombs. Took a long time to get up just then. Bradshaw's in. Bradshaw just making sure that Farouk's not being taken advantage of and reversing that suplex. See, Bradshaw's quite the powerhouse, he really is. And that rib breaker from Billy Gunn. And the ground and pound.
10 minutes gone.
And Billy Gunn goes in for that roll up, that small package, only gets 1 count. If you ask me who's going to win this match, I honestly don't know. It's a close match on paper. Both of these are both established tag teams. But after seeing it so far, the APA seems to be dominating in this match so far, even though Bradshaw has just taken a double drop kick and is in a pin. Oh, thought Jesse James was going to steal the win there. But Bradshaw kicks out after 2. But yeah, the APA are dominating the match at the minute. Whether they can continue that, or maybe the New Age Outlaws can actually turn the tide and get their momentum going a bit, cause a bit of a momentum shift, if you know what I'm saying. As Billy Gunn gets suplexed to the outside, Bradshaw's coming with pain in his eyes. He was just walking slowly over to Jesse James. Billy Gunn goes in for the pin and only gets a 1 count on Farouk this time. Billy Gunn with that big clothesline. I think Farouk tried one of his own but missed, but he rewards him with his own rib breaker instead. He tags in Bradshaw. Now if any man's got a clothesline, it certainly is Bradshaw. Look at that. This is a mobbing right now. This is why the APA do what they do. 2 tough SOBs right here. Nice splash pin though. Jesse James only got a 1 count on Bradshaw. And that Superman punch. Got stretched there, but too close to the ropes. Bradshaw was able to get there, and again, too close to the ropes again. Bradshaw is in the bad part of territory though. Billy Gunn is holding him, but Jesse James just wasn't able to actually take advantage. That's quite funny, really. I think the old detection system didn't quite work too well there. Hello. And Billy Gunn locks in that sleeper on Bradshaw as James comes out to meet Farouk, and he's got a bit of a shake, rattle and roll for him, but Bradshaw stops him mid-flow. We've got a to and fro with Billy Gunn and Bradshaw, who's going to come out on top. Billy Gunn but it doesn't look like he's really come out on top, if you ask me. Farouk's tagged in. Farouk is a former WCW champion. One of the few wrestlers to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship and hold the big gold belt. Billy Gunn goes in with that backside, but only gets a 1 count on Farouk. And that double drop kick there from the New Age Outlaws. Oh, and Farouk reversed both members of D-Generation X there. Small package. Oh, I think Jesse James was very close to getting a pin there. Pump handle drop though. Goes in for the pin again. Bradshaw's moving and breaks up the pin. I think Bradshaw knew that it was very close there. Bradshaw superplex from the second turnbuckle there. Middle turnbuckle. Road Dogg gets the pin. Whoa, I thought he was going to get a 3 count on Farouk there. Farouk very close there, losing the match. Quite rightly, he's made it his way to Bradshaw. And there's that spike powerbomb for Jesse James. And we've got a double suplex this time from Mr. Ass. Billy Gunn is the legal man. And that eye rake and drop kick. Oh, but Bradshaw with that big power bomb. See, Bradshaw really is a big powerhouse. Oh, bit of a low blow from Billy Gunn. And that super slam, suck it. And he's got the ground and pound. And there's that splash again. Jesse James gets the pin on Bradshaw. That was a bit of a turnaround. You gotta wonder. Flying body attack. And an 86% match only. I thought it was better than that. But there we go. Karma. That's all I gotta say about that, karma. The New Age Outlaws get a much needed pin. And what we're gonna do right now, I'm very close to finishing this string, so I'm going to go get another one. Suggest you do the same. We've got 2 more matches to watch when we come back, and we've got some more bits and bobs for you as well. So we'll be back in a few short minutes. See you soon.
5 minutes gone.
Give up? One, two, three. Break. One. Break. One, two. One, two. One, two.
Ten minutes gone.
One, two.
I've been muted all this time. You didn't hear a word of that, did you? Sorry about that. The mute button is rather interesting on my microphone. I was basically talking to no one. If you could lip read there though, excellent. probably understood everything there. That stalling suplex from Doink. That jumping DDT. We're coming close to the ending stages of the match. And that inverted atomic drop from the animal. Is the animal going to take advantage and capitalise on it though? Snap suplex from Doink. Doink was not the first to get up from it though. Jawbreaker. And another inverted atomic drop. This could end up in a draw for the animal. He's going in for another choke.
2, 3.
And the jawbreaker again. Doink goes up top.
1.
And he's got that stretch locked in the ring. Is that it? That's it. The animal tapped to that weird stretch. It's good because I'd like to see what it's called. But Doink gets a big W against George the Animal Steele. 94% stump puller. If you say so, fair enough. Man, I can't believe I muted it. I spoke quite a lot of stuff there in the storybook, but never mind. You didn't hear that. Ah well. So Doink the Clown getting the big win. But right now, hello. I think next time I'm going to have to actually check the levels just to make sure that the mute button actually does work, and that when I come back I do switch it on properly. Anyway, you can hear me now. But yes, before we do anything further, Mean Gene is backstage once again. This time he has the Olympic hero. Mean Gene, over to you. Thank you, Colonel. By my side, as you say, is the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Now, Kurt, last match you had a draw. Your time in TWF hasn't been the best. Would you like to talk about it? You know what, Mean Gene? I think that's quite hard, because technically I haven't lost a match. In fact, I have actually won one and drawn twice. I am still unbeaten in TWF. Nobody has actually beaten me yet. And you know what? There's only one other wrestler in TWF who has not been beaten yet either. And you know what his name is? Jimmy Snuka. I am second to the champion. No one has beaten us. If you ask me, it's just a matter of time until I go up against Jimmy Snuka. The unbeaten two goes off against each other, and then we will see who will continue to be unbeaten. Mean Gene, there can only be one. It's true. It's damn true. Well, thank you for that enlightenment, Kurt. Colonel, it is back to you. Kurt Angle is indeed unbeaten. 2 draws and 1 win. And I wouldn't technically say it's the best record though, but Kurt's clearly happy with it. But now it is time for our main event. And our main event is Kurt Angle. And he is going to be taking on the returning Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews we've not seen for a while. Let's change the referee. Let's put Mr. Judgment in the ring. We've not seen him for a while either. Everything's set up. Let's get this match started. Yes, Apollo Crews we've not seen since Crowning Glory, since his semi-final match. His final match against Jimmy Snuka. Obviously that was the title match for the TWF title, which Apollo just missed out on. This is his first match back from that, and he's taking on Kurt Angle. Not exactly the easiest match to come back to. And Kurt Angle, obviously, like I say, he is, as he says, unbeaten. Whether or not that's a good thing, who knows. But he is right, Jimmy Snuka is the other person in TWF that's unbeaten. Mr. Judgment kicking things off in our main event. On the cards, this could be quite a good technical match. So Kurt Angle gets the first move in the test of strength 1. And look at that. Oh, what a lovely reversal there for the power driver. We could be seeing quite a few reversals. This is going to be quite a technical match. Kurt Angle wanting to continue his unbeaten run. And he goes in for an early pin. Obviously this is a 20-minute match. Kurt Angle's last match was up against Paul Orndorff, who we saw earlier tonight. And he beat Owen Hart earlier tonight. Kurt Angle going for the pin again, still not getting a count. So Apollo Crews obviously has his fair share of wins. He's still quite high in the old league. Kurt Angle only has the 1 win so far in the 2 draws. So he's really got to get another win to prepare himself up the board. And Apollo Crews just needs to make himself worthy of another title shot against Jimmy Snuka. Whether or not that's going to happen anytime soon, who knows? Obviously, Jimmy Snuka is looking for a new title contender now. After beating off both Goldberg, angle slam to the outside. That was a big angle slam to the outside. Interrupted me from what I was saying there. Yes, Jimmy Snuka is looking for a new #1 contender because obviously he beat off both Goldberg. Apollo Crews, well, small package, only gets 1 count though. Snuka beat off Goldberg and Ted DiBiase, both the #1 and #2 contenders for the TWF title.
5 minutes gone.
So we need another #1 contender with that standing moonsault. Oh. Apollo is desperate to finish this match early. That power driver again. He's only got a 1 count on Angle though. Another moonsault. And again, Angle kicks out after 1. And Angle with that ankle lock. But Apollo kicks out of it and reverses it. Nice takedown from Angle. This is quite the match, as we saw. I dare say this might be a high 90s match. And Apollo going in for another pin. Angle kicks out after 1 again. Apollo's going to have to pull something very special to win this match. And Apollo with that running, jumping elbow drop. And what a T-bone suplex from Kurt Angle. And again, with that leg lock. And it looks like Apollo reached the ropes in time though. And that jumping clothesline. Apollo's going up top for that moonsault. Is that it? No. Kurt Angle kicks out after 2. And Kurt Angle with that angle slam again. In exactly the same position, which sends Apollo to the outside. Of course, I remember when the angle slam was called the Olympic slam back in the day. And that double axe hammer blow. I thought Kurt Angle was going to throw him off the turnbuckle then for a second. And a rib. Oh, that rib breaker slam. We're going to see another moonsault, but Angle's too close to the ropes. And another T-bone suplex. See, Angle hasn't been able to capitalise and get a pin attempt yet on Apollo. He has been locking in the submissions though. We're halfway through this match, and there's that military press from Apollo Crews. And another Angle slam. Again, Apollo goes flying to the outside. I think Angle's just taking a bit of time to rest up in the ring. I think he knows that he can't win it on the outside. And there's that rib crunch slam again. And again a T-bone suplex. Angle is quite the wrestler. And that's an understatement. Oh, we've got a bit of to and fro action with the knife edge chops and the punches. Oh, and a single enziguri. And a moonsault. Doesn't look like he got all of it though on Angle. And I think he wanted to take advantage, but Apollo reversed it and threw Angle to the outside. Apollo with that enziguri again. And he goes in for a pin attempt on the outside. I think Apollo's brain's been a bit scrambled as Angle locks in the ankle lock on the outside. Apollo cannot get to the ropes. He is able to break out of it though. This is a bad place for Apollo. Powerbomb to the outside. Angle with a chair. And he clocks Apollo with the steel chair. And Apollo with that standing suplex. I think Kurt Angle's just lost it. I think he's now set on winning matches. I think he's sick of going through so many draws. And an Angle slam to the outside. And the ankle lock. Apollo Crews has the ankle lock. He's able to break out though. What are we going to see? Apollo Crews putting Angle in the tree of woe and gut stomping to the abdomen. And again the enziguri. Small package. Apollo Crews, has he stolen it? He's stolen the match. Kurt Angle, undefeated, has been defeated. Oh, what an upset. What an up 99%. It was called lightning speed. What an upset. Kurt Angle was saying that he was undefeated and that there can only be one. Sure enough, there is only one right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings another week's worth of TWF action to a close. Kurt Angle losing his unbeaten run and finally getting a loss against Apollo, and Apollo coming back on form. How rude. Apollo coming back on form, coming back onto the scene. First time we've seen him since Crown Glory, and he comes back with a hell of a win against Kurt Angle, no less. Do we have time? Let's do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mute the audio. Let's put it all into the good old league so you can see where things are right now and who's winning what. I just need to find the file first. So we've seen quite a fair bit today. First of all, we saw Tori take on Joy. So where's Tori? There's Tori. She gets a 1 against her name, and she now goes on 1. And Joy Giovanni gets a loss, another loss against her name, so she goes on -2. Whilst we're in the women, that's the only women's match we had today. So let's have a look against the tag teams, as the APA lost once again. So they're on -3, but they've had a bit of a payday, so they're not too displeased at that. And the New Age Outlaws finally win one, which puts them on 0. An even playing field. Strike Force finally win one, and that puts them on 1. Sorry, that's really... How come that isn't in line? That needs to be in line. There we go, that's better. So Strike Force is on 1. The Bushwhackers, however, though, have lost again. So they're on -2. Oh dear. Cool, so let's have a look at the single men's then. We have Doink beating, and Doink going up to 2 wins now and 3 points. Whereas the animal George Steele losing 3, and he's on -3 as well this time. We're starting to see quite a few people down the bottom these days, and Apollo Crews returning to form with 4th, and he is now on 7 points. Kurt Angle gets his first loss, and he's down to just 1 point. So let's put all that together and let's see the amended league. Expand the selection. And there we go, look at that, Doink the Clown, and jumping up over Daniel Bryan right there, surprisingly. Wow. And you see we've got quite a few people on 3s at the minute. Obviously Goldberg cannot be the contender at the minute, as he lost his last week. Same for Ted DiBiase. But obviously we do now have Jeff Jarrett, Bray Wyatt, Eric Young and Doink the Clown all on 3s, so they could be part of the next contendership. Let's look at the ladies right now. Largest, smallest. Expand the selection. And I have to do something different with Sasha and Becky, because obviously Becky has just 1 point less than Sasha. So how is that league looking? Because obviously we need to see what's going on there. I think Sasha Banks is still going to be number 1 contender, but obviously we need to sort out her situation. I think we'll probably find out a bit more about her situation next week. Hopefully TWF will be back on Friday. And let's finally do the tag teams. Expand the selection again. Has that changed a lot? Just puts the Bushwhackers up. New Age Outlaws is up as well. And Strike Force. Look at Strike Force getting in the mix now. Halfway through. But look at Vader and Young. I dare say we'll probably see them return as well. But for now, that brings our stream to an end. Some interesting matches coming up, so hopefully we'll be back on Friday next week. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Take care of yourself and each other. Good night.